Those who feel that you can use taxation as a means of spurring or achieving a certain economic objective.
Yes, JPU family, welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Guys, imagine me call out Favour Williams, the Minister of Finance, to come out and come say something on this hotly debated tax argument going on in the country. And when me look, boom, at the Prime Minister come out. So we're here for it. We want to hear what Prime Minister Andrew Holness has to say about the hotly debated tax argument going on in the country. Me say, when Karen Cross did want the PNP, them say Dayton Campbell was going to be the weapon that farm against the party. She was not lying. Karen Cross deserves a round of applause because she did try to warn them. She did try to even pull Mark one side and say, listen, don't put this money upon the political platform because here what? Him out, him not good. And so said, so done. Look at this. The party is having to contend with the Jamaican people on what Dayton Campbell said days ago about increasing taxes on imported food. Now, make we hear what the Prime Minister have to say about this and then make we discuss.
After that, I believe alone assembly was in tourism. We decided that we're going to put a little tax on each passenger coming into the country. We created what? TEF. And that is what is building out the tourism product in Jamaica. Now is the time that we must put a little thing on the imported food into the country and create an agricultural fund so that we can support the farmers and the local production.
Such as putting on a tax on imported food items, for example. The challenge with that is that the people who are going to pay that tax are Jamaicans. The analogy was drawn that we have put on a tax on people who travel to Jamaica and we have put it in a special fund called the TEF, or we have put on a special tax on incoming telephone calls and we have put that in the Universal Access Fund. But you should ask yourself the question, who pays those taxes? Is it Jamaicans? No, these taxes in the TEF and in the Universal Access Fund are generally paid by foreign consumers. But if you were to put a tax on imported goods, who are the ultimate consumers of that imported good? It is the Jamaican people. So there is no real benefit in any way creating any new productive activity here by putting on a tax on imported goods. The real conversation about the expansion of productivity in agriculture is about how do we get greater technology integration into agriculture? How do we put better financing for agricultural projects? How do we build long-term supply contracts for agriculture? How do we support agriculture with storage so that in times of much or in times of plenty, there is stable output? And the big one, which I think it's the one that will really transform agriculture, is how do we make our lands that are arable, that is lands that are suitable for agriculture, how do we make them irrigable? Which is how do we bring water to these lands? And we have two major projects that we are doing now to bring irrigation to almost 10,000 acres of agricultural lands. One project is the Pedro Plain project, which we have been speaking about as a country for over 50 years. This administration is doing it. The Pedro Plain project is on its way. And we have some other projects going on to bring irrigation to agriculture. So the secret to growing the economy, to expanding revenues, to providing these kinds of social provisions in terms of social housing, it is not in more taxes, but in increasing productivity, innovation, the integration of technology, and just ensuring that we have a peaceful, productive, innovative society. And so with that, we will be able to give more services like these to persons like my friend here, Jason.
So you see, guys, this is a classic case of separating the sheep from the goat. Andrew Holness just eloquently and simply explained to Dayton Campbell and the PNP the difference between the TEF and the tax that Dayton Campbell want to impose on the Jamaican people. And the difference is clear. It's very obvious. The difference is with the TEF, the foreigners, we diaspora people, them, when we come in at Jamaica, when we are deal with Jamaica, we pay the TEF taxes. Now what Dayton Campbell come with is to tax the Jamaican. Listen, people, sad to say, and by that I mean sad for the PNP, they do not have a bright set of people in the leadership of the People's National Party. This, guys, is unprecedented. Because if them did have people who were bright, they wouldn't come with the argument where Dayton come with that can be so easily debunked. Easily. You can't say that the PNP, them we are lead now, them not bright. How can you talk of things like that? As somebody, Dayton era talk about TEF, you know. Him not studied for himself and understand how it worked and what it was all about. So they are not well studied, they are not well read, they don't understand anything, and you put a country in the hands of people like these who are so ignorant to the facts, to the history, and to what it means to lead a country. You are going to have a country that will crash. Guys, take sleep, mark death. This is so sad. The entire People's National Party, them not have one somebody we can bring clarity to the matter of how we are going to move our country forward and the different techniques and strategies that we're going to use where the economy is concerned, where agriculture is concerned. Now is the time you're in an opposition, you're supposed to do research, you're supposed to come with, some solid argument to challenge the government. But they come with nonsensical things that they have not researched themselves. And then this is what happens. And then they come out with a withdrawal of the statement. And then their leader comes out with, well, he didn't mean it like that. Oh, no. It would be reckless for any voter in Jamaica to go and cast a vote for these people after they are showing you how ignorant they are. I don't even want to use the word dunce to insult them, but how can I say it any nicer when people who proclaim to be medical doctors and lawyers don't understand the basics of economics? This is not funny, guys. We are a developing country and we do not have the luxury. We do not have the luxury of time. We do not have the luxury to be playing around and playing reckless games with our country. It is serious. We need steady hands and sensible people. See what them do? Run with the sensible people them from out of the party and have the party for themselves. I do pure foolishness. It is more than just gaining power. Forming a government is about serving a people. The 3 million people in Jamaica, they are depending on people with a brain to run the country. This is not a joke. This is not some game like where the PNP play inside of them party for topple them leader and backstab them leader and run with them leader and disrespect that one day and character assassinate that one day. That style of politics must stay within the PNP if that's what they choose to do. But now that them capture them party, you can't sip on the national stage. So them not ready. Them are just for some local infighting something, but them not ready for prime time people. And this is what they are proving of themselves and showing to us, So we know the people must take heed and look at them and what they're about and play no jokes and no games about our country, whether you are JLP, PNP or NOP. This is serious. Anyway, guys, you're listening to Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Make sure you're subscribed. Tell me what you think in the comments about the Prime Minister's response to Dayton Campbell and the PNP regarding their taxes on food that they're trying to impose.